Hello and welcome back to Josh on the YouTube. Today we're going to be talking through iron play. 150 yards, pretty popular golf shot that you get when you're out there playing your monthly medal or even at the highest level of golf. So I'm going to be bringing you 3 simple steps of how you can improve this part of your game. Okay, number 1 is going to be ball position. So I've got a 9-iron here and we're going to be talking through 3 different clubs. So we've got a 9-iron, I class that as a short iron. We've got a 7-iron, a mid-iron and a 5-iron, a long iron. Okay, ball position is vital for all of these golf clubs. So number 1 is going to be the short iron. I like to put the short iron in the middle of my stance. I like to put my feet together in line with the ball, and then I'll take a medium step and a medium step. So as you can see here, we're right in the middle of the stance. Okay, so now we've got the 7-iron. I like to take a small medium step forward and a medium step back. So as you can see, we're slightly more ahead of where the short iron was. Okay, so last but not least, we've got the long iron, the 5-iron. Feet together, we're going to take a small step forward, a medium step back. Now this is in the front section of your stance, not quite as far as where your driver would be on that right toe, but you know, we're forward to middle stance here. This is perfect for your long iron. Okay, so shaft lean is something that comes naturally with the ball position. So shorter iron, this left arm is never going to move. So we'll bring the right arm to the left arm, and as you can see, we've got a decent bit of shaft lean with the shorter iron. As I go to a 7-iron, we're not going to change this left arm, but as the ball position gets further forward, obviously there's going to be less shaft lean, but you can still see there's a little bit there. And then as we go to the top of the bag, the 5-iron, same again, left arm's not going to move, but as we're further forward, that shaft lean is getting less and less. So that's where you get the angle of attack, is all from the shaft lean. Obviously a steeper angle of attack with the shorter iron and a shallower angle of attack with the 5-iron. Okay, so the last part to all of these tips, step number 3, is going to be so important to your iron play. Now, this for me is something that I've still not got right in my game, but I'm still working on. And something I'll probably always work on moving forward. And that is staying centered. Now, with the iron play, it's so important to stay centered on the backswing, and on the way through, we're going to stay centered as well. Driver, you can afford to move off of it a little bit because we're going to then get behind the ball. But with irons, we want to stay right on this center line and pivot around it. And that's how you get a consistent iron play, from staying centered, being on top of the ball and turning around that point. Okay, so short iron, we're addressing the ball, feet together. We're going to take a medium step and a medium step. We're right in the middle of the stance there. Left arm never moves. We've got a decent amount of shaft lean. Now stay centered. And you should hit some golf shots just like this one, coming down right on the flagstick, big bounce. Now, when I stay centered, my iron play has become a lot better. The margin of error becomes a lot less, and your numbers will just dramatically improve. Even distance control to a certain extent. You know, when you're pivoting around that center point, you're going to be just a lot more consistent left and right and long and short. Okay, so now we've got the 7-iron. As I said, small to medium step. This one takes a bit of practice, and then a medium step back. As you can see, we're slightly more ahead of that 9-iron. Left arm never moves. And now my only swing for is stay centered. And this one looks pretty good. Just fly a hair for me. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely spot on. Okay, so now we have the long iron, the 5-iron. So we're going to take a small step and a medium step back. And as you can see, this is the one that's most forward. Left arm, don't move it. Right arm comes to it. And my only swing for, as I said, is stay centered. And this one is just coming down a touch to the right, but pretty good again on the dance floor. And as I say, as soon as you put this into play, that staying centered becomes a lot easier just to get your numbers where you want them to be. And that is how these top guys in the world all hit their irons. So if you did enjoy that video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one.